Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the JLC South Africa Club. Let's read native Japanese articles. Tich here, and I'm joined by...
Emma here. Hi, guys.
Emma, please tell us your choice of reading for tonight.
So tonight we're reading some. I just chose it because I thought the picture was quite pretty. Um, but basically, it's about beautiful city scenes, I guess, and traditional culture that'll steal your heart. I think that's the name of the title. And this is in Nagahama, Tsuruga, and Kaga. And it'll be kind of an introduction to 8 spots in those different areas.
Nice. Just to give a bit of context, though, we were having a conversation about a game you were playing, and we just talked about shrines. What game are you playing at the moment?
I am very late to the party, but I'm playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's flipping amazing. And I'm playing it in Japanese, so I don't feel so what's the word? So at least I'm kind of studying.
Okay. You also told me a very interesting word you found in the game that they use for shrine. I'm just going to put that on the screen, but could you just tell us about this word one more time?
Yeah, so there's in the game, basically you've got to go to these shrines and do these challenges. And then once you complete the challenge, you get a spirit orb. But the word for it, I'd never ever seen before. They're called hokora, and hokora it's a shrine. But it's one of these kind of small, those miniature Shinto shrines, apparently. And yeah, it's kind of like a more of a folk kami related shrine. So it's not, I guess, big gods. They're like minor gods. Um, and yeah, I think it's a really cool kanji and very exciting that I learned this word while playing Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I know the usual word for shrine, jinja, is usually the word that comes to mind. Then for temple, tera. But now, hokora. I wonder if hokora is something specific in the shrine. But so we're reading about shrines today, and we've got a really cool shrine article. Um, so let's. I think we can do our usual order. Emma first. I'm next. So just Futari nin. No, just Futari. Futari today.
I'll read the title and then I'll maybe read one sentence, then we can get going.
どうぞ。
Cool. 美しい人並みと伝統文化に心を奪われる長浜、敦賀、加賀のスポット発戦。So, 美しい is beautiful. Hitonami is, I think, like town scenes. と、伝統文化 is like traditional culture. に心奪われる. So your heart will be stolen by, these beautiful scenes and traditional culture. And this will be basically a selection of, so Hasen is Hachi plus Sen, so eight, a selection of 8, and then Nagahama is a place, Tsuruga is a place, and Kaga is also a place, and it's basically these 8 spots that we're going to be introducing. So I'll read the first sentence. It's a long sentence, but let me go for it.
Okay.
日本の伝統工芸や神社で、おこちょっと待って。Why am I getting this one? Yeah, 行われる、祭り。伝統的なすいません。伝統的な街並みが好きな方は、北陸地方、日本海に接して栄えてきた長浜、敦賀、加賀の三市へ。So, I think basically it says Japanese traditional crafts and shrines, jinja de. I guess if they're having, they're carrying out matsuris. Matsuri is like a festival. The traditional scene views, if you really like traditional like town views and or town scenes, the best place to go, I guess, is the northern part of the continent, Hokuriku. So it's like the northern part of it's like the northern region of Honshu, I guess. And it's connected to the Japanese Sea. And these flourishing towns of these three that I mentioned, I've said it a few times, Nagahama, Tsuruga, and Kaga. Those are the best places to go if you really like these kind of traditional towns and traditional Japanese crafts and temples.
Oh, wow. Have you ever visited any of these spots mentioned?
Never. I haven't even really heard of them. And you?
I've seen some cool shrines. I think I might have passed through. No, I wanted to say Nagano. This is Nagahama. No, not even close. I've seen an interesting shrine or two, but these ones seem to be like deep, deep Inaka almost, eh? I think you'd have to be, in the JET program to find some of these places.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, hey, thanks matcha.com. Guess they really do their research.
Yeah, they know what's up.
Okay, here I go.
見逃せない観光スポット8選を紹介します。Okay. So they're saying, don't overlook these these 8 tourist spots that we're going to introduce. So we're going to introduce 8 tourist spots that you should not overlook. Tourist attractions.
Good one.
Okay, that was a bit short. I'll do a bit more. Okay, so Nihon Umi? No, I want to say Kai, but it looks like it's okay. Nihon Kai Engan, so the sea coastline, Kai Engan. Oh, it's not Umi Engan.
So I think it's the coastline of the Sea of Japan.
So Nihon Kai Engan ni Ikizuku Dento bunka to utsukushi michinami. So they're saying this. Gomen ne, machinami. Machinami. I'm a bit rusty, everyone. Sorry, the new year has just started. So they're saying this Nihon Kai, so the Sea of Japan, Engan, the Sea of Japan coastline, and you can, they say, breathe in the traditional culture. So this is an interesting way they've said it. You can ikizuku, to live. Okay, so you can live the traditional Japanese culture.
Yeah, I think that's a good one, or to breathe in, or I guess enjoy.
Okay, so Nihon Kai Engan ni ikizuku dento bunka to utsukushi machinami. So they're saying you can live the Japanese culture and the beautiful streets. And there's a very nice picture of that sort of scenery below. So I think they're using very luxurious, flowery language that is probably more written than spoken. Okay, I'll go with that. Okay, should I do the next one? Just to. Okay. All right. I don't want to make you read the whole article. So I'll try carry my share. Okay. 日本の伝統文化に触れる旅をしたいという方は、I always want to say Hokkaido, but it's not. This is 北陸北陸地方 So the region of 北陸地方にある福井県 Oh, I know 福井福井県の敦賀 Wow, even the dictionary is seeing flames, eh? Okay. Tsuruga. Oh, they even had to give us hiragana afterwards. Okay. Tsuruga ya Shigaken. Shigaken no Nagahamashi. Ishikawa-ken no Kagashi o Tsugi no, I want to say, I think Tabisaki. Oh, these are some cool words. Tabisaki ni shite wa. Okay. I need to zoom in. Why am I killing myself reading tiny Nihongo? Okay. I've zoomed in. It's translated. So they're saying the Japanese traditional, if you want to fureru, if you want to this is, I think it's a combination verb. Fureru tabi shitai. If you want to travel to touch the Japanese culture, so if you want to travel to experience the Japanese culture, so it is said that the way to travel and experience Japanese culture is if you
Go
I
to
think it's
Yeah.
toyu katawa is rather people who say I want to
yeah.
so it's like they want to experience traditional culture.
確かに。So the people want to experience the traditional culture. They have places like Hokuriku Chiho, the Hokuriku region is available, and Fukuiken, and Tsuruga City, and Shiga, and Nagahama City in Shiga-ken, and Ishikawa-ken's Kaga City is the next travel destination, the Tabiseki. Why don't you try that recommended travel destination? Wow, this is a real tourist brochure.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, this club doesn't disappoint, eh? Every night you're going to learn something cool.
Exactly.
うん
日本海沿いにあるこれらの町では、古い木造建築や歴史的な神社仏閣、人々が守り続けてきた地域の祭り、
うん
職人の技が生きる伝統工芸など、日本の伝統に触れることができます。
Jozu, that was awesome.
Yo, it was
Kanji assault, eh?
No mercy.
so so I guess along the Sea of Japan's coast,
うん
these cities are kind of lined up, or they're along the Sea of Japan.
うん
A lot of the buildings are made from old trees. There's very historical shrines, I guess Buddhist shrines. The people have continuously protected the region, or rather, people have preserved and protected the region's matsuris, festivals. There's also shokunin is like craftsmen, their skills are still living,
うん
and they using their skills to make these traditional crafts. And so it's in these cities, it's definitely a place where you can touch and experience Japanese tradition.
Epic, hey? I think it relates so nicely even to South Africa because I'm sure you saw on Instagram the opening of Waza Labo Japan. It's a Japanese craftsman shop in South Africa. And the fact that in this sentence they've used the Waza, this technique, art, skill, that the place is called Waza Labo, and a labo is a person who has also a technician. So this one, that particular sentence for me has got so many interesting kanji about craftsmen and the whole sort of thing.
Where is that place? I've never been.
Oh, we should have gone. You know, when you visited Cape Town and we were on Long Street, and I was saying we were at the restaurant Ching Ching, and I was like, there's so many Japanese spots on Long Street. There's Waza up the road, there's this place, that place. Mochi Mochi Japan is downstairs. So a lot of Japanese stuff is on Long Street. So yeah, it's there. Yeah, and I visited the guy who runs it. Really, really nice guy. He visited Japan, studied some interesting things, and he brings tools and really, 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 really cool space.
Sure. It's such a pity, like, because of lockdown and stuff, like, and all and COVID, like, it was just not really possible to do everything, you know.
Yeah, hey, but now we're still doing it. We're studying Japanese during lockdown, so you know what could be better? Yeah, hey. It almost makes me wonder, hey. Before we even started reading this, we were talking about Elon Musk. Now, for some reason, I'm wondering. I wonder what Elon Musk would sound like reading Nihongo. The way he studies, he would probably like pick up Nihongo really quickly. So
I mean, maybe he already speaks Japanese for all we know.
maybe he would probably tweet in Japanese because he loves to tweet what he's doing. So he might innovate a way to study Nihongo. Who knows?
Yeah, yo, they need to put us all out of business, eh?
Yeah, eh? These are the things I wonder when I look at kanji. I don't know. I'm like, wow, that was an innovative way to, to get through it. But okay, no more stalling. My turn. Here I go. So, Suruga. This is interesting. Does your dictionary show as Suruga or Atsuga?
It's Tsuruga. I googled it on Google beforehand. So I think it definitely is.
Tsuruga, yeah, it matches with the rest of the article. My dictionary is going haywire because it's giving me so many potential things. So, but it's definitely Tsuruga. Tsuruga, Nagahama, Kako de, oh, ごめんね、Kaga de, あとずれる、あとずれない、あとずれたい。
Is it Otozure
Oh,
Tai?
Otto Zuretai. Super, super rusty. But the rust is coming off. Otto Zuretai. Otto Zuretai. I've never even seen this being used, eh? Otto Zuretai. Um, I don't want to say Hachi. I want to say Yatsu. Yatsu? Yeah. Yatsu no spot o shokai shimasu. Woo! They are not playing today. Okay. So they're saying Tsuruga, Nagahama, and Kago. If you want to Oto Zuretai, if you want to visit those eight places, no, we are going to introduce the eight spots to visit within these three places. I'll just do the next title and try to redeem myself. So Nagahama, Kogen In, Kogen Hin. Kogenhin. Koge, Kogehin. Okay. I wonder why they use. Okay, so it's a performance goods. It's the same as geisha. Performer. So they make like performance tools. Kogehin. Okay. Kogehin to shaji. Shaji? Oh wow. We're learning lots of new words for shrine. We do not disappoint. Shaji ni deao. Oh wow. Okay. So they're saying that in Nagahama, this Kogehin to shaji ni. So if you run across, or if you encounter this shrine and goods factory in Nagahama. And some gorgeous pictures too. Go for it. Yeah, Shigaken. That's dope. Lake Biwa. I think it's the biggest lake in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's smacking us around today. Help us, Elon Musk. He's the only one who can figure out a way to get through this.
いや、例えばですよ。琵琶湖の東岸に位置する長浜は、かつて職人や商人が暮らす城下町 I think, I don't know. This is, or 城下町
Oh, that's dope.
として栄えました。So, okay. Yo, that's a cool one.
Mm.
So, in Shigaken, there's Lake Biwa, which is on the eastern coast of Nagahama. Once upon a time, these shokunin, these craftsmen and shonin, which is merchants, used to live in the Jokamachi is like the area around the town around the castle, or like a low-lying part of the city, I guess. Like, but yeah, it's like the castle town, and that prospered, because yeah, all these craftsmen and merchants lived in this castle town. Yeah, so maybe I'll read the next one as well.
どうぞ。
江戸時代の雰囲気漂う優雅な基礎建築が今も残る美しい街並みにきっと心を奪われることでしょう。So the Edo period's atmosphere drifts, it kind of drifts or wafts around the elegantly wood crafted homes, buildings, and the still remaining, even now, the remaining beauty, like the beautiful city scene or town scene.
Oh my goodness, this is some very flowery language. Yeah. Maybe just to add some interesting things about some of these words. So the word for shonin, and shonin, yeah, shokunin and shonin. But particularly a shonin, I know what a lot of people used to say about Osaka was that Osaka was the town of merchants and Tokyo was the town of samurai, and it shaped the personalities of the towns. And particularly, I think this Edo Jidai from 1603 to 1807 about was a very interesting time in the development of like the Japanese culture, and a lot of things, rules and personalities and characters got set in place. So Edo Jidai was like, the renaissance for a lot of Japanese culture. So the time of ninja and samurai and all that, like Edo Jidai stuff was popping off. Tokugawa period, that was very, very true. True. And yeah, I'll just to add the last part. So this Jokamachi, this castle town, I think when I think castle, I always think of it in like the European castle with the towers and the moat and the whole thing. But I think a lot of prominent structures in Japanese they refer to as a castle. And I saw the word for the Great Wall of China in Japanese, and they call it Banri Chojo, so the 1,000-mile long castle. So every big structure, I think if it wasn't a temple, or like no castle, the prominent person says castle, castle, castle. And it's so interesting that even in other cultures, there's always a castle. So I think this culture of building castles, it's human nature. We like building big things. Yeah, African castles and yeah, eh? The hidden ones. Yeah, I should like become like a hectic YouTuber and like go there with like just film. Hey guys, Great Zimbabwe now. Can you imagine we're here now? It's amazing. No one actually like films it and goes there. It's always just like you know about it, but nobody actually goes there.
I'd love to go. I used to spend, I was obsessed with it at one point and used to spend a lot of time on Google Images, like Google Maps, I mean, like just walking around there virtually. But yeah, that'd be fun as like some kind of a trip one day.
Yeah, we need to get whoever's doing this tourism article. They need to do a promo piece on Great Zimbabwe because their promotion is on point, eh? Yeah, hey, Tiny in Africa. That's his next video. It should be it should be there. So okay, maybe I'll read this part. We're at 9 p.m. So I'll read this part, and I think we'll end this episode there. Okay, so the last part, Haru no Naga Nagayama Hikiyama. Oh, wow, this is a cool one. Yeah, Nagahama Hikiyama. So this Nagahama city's festival float, Matsuri de Yume na Nagahama desu ga, sore igai ni mo midokoro. Oh wow, these are some interesting words. Midokoro houfu. Oh, abundant, plentiful. Okay. So I'll just translate this one. So they're saying the springtime, the Nagahama Hikiyama, the float festival is famous in Nagahama. However, without the exception of sore igai ni mo.
So also,
So outside, like beyond that, or except for that, or in addition, I guess, like.
Oh, except for that, the good points are plentiful. So there's ample other reasons, not just that.
Yeah. I think not just that, there's more.
Okay. Chik Chikubushima. Chikubushima. This is an interesting word. I know the Japanese word for nipple is chikubu, so I'm like, what, nipple island? No, this one isn't. This is living bamboo island. Or yeah, not nipple island. Chikubushima to Shaji. So this living bamboo island and the shrine, and this Hakubutsukan, and Shotengai. So the shopping district, the museum, and the Shokunin no Atoria. Na do Miriokuteki. Oh, this is such a good word. Fascinating. Miriokuteki na spot ga soroteimasu. So this will, you can sorote. I think they're saying you will you can gather all these spots. You can gather all these charming spots.
I learned that word when I was reading the Dragon Ball Z mag.
Niriyokuteki.
Like they use the word sorote,
Oh, collect the Dragon Balls? Put them before you.
yeah, together. Yeah, collect them.
Ashkani, we've actually come across this kanji before. It's got the radical for hand and in front of you. Put things in front of you. Present in front of you. Ah, it strikes again. Sorotemasu. But it's good though, eh? We're covering so much ground with kanji, reading these articles, that even though the rust is coming off, I feel an improvement.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and the nightmare deck is growing bigger and more vicious each reading, so more better.
It really is.
Okay, everyone, thanks so much for watching this episode. Yeah.
ありがとうございました.
Thanks for tuning in to the JLC South Africa Club, doing interesting things. Our website is also looking quite interesting these days, so if you enjoyed this one, check out the website too, and more awesome readings to come.